All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to organize the files on the cloud. So what I want you to do is open up the graphics folder here. Okay, go to wallpapers and then open up the first PSD, which is 01, right? And then what I'm going to do is we're going to do file, save as, and you can see here now, save on your computer or to the cloud documents. So we're going to save to cloud documents. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back to cloud documents. I'm going to create a folder and we're going to call this 01 graphics. Okay, and then inside of 01, we're going to call this wallpapers. So 01 wallpapers. Now, why am I doing that? Well, the reason why I'm doing that instead of just putting it in a wallpapers folder is that way you have directories. You have subdirectories and a main directory for each one. So once this saves, you can see we have a little cloud there. Okay, now you can see here, if I go to save as, and I go in there, and we click on the dots, this is our graphics folder. So if you have logos, if you have brochures, business cards, whatever, you can add it to this and we can view it in a list. Okay, so that's the nice thing about it. So now we have wallpapers. And the cool thing about this is it gives you a little icon, a little preview right there. And if I do this one, it's even bigger. So with this example, we don't even need to save a JPEG. We can just put the PSD in there. But if we want to do a PSD folder, we just do 01 and then do PSD. And then what you can do is this one, you can just drag over. Or I should be able to. Nope, it won't let me. Okay. Well, we can just save another one here. Okay. And then what we do is when we go to File and we do Save As, if I go in here and I go back one, okay, we can go into PSD and now we have 01 in there. Okay, so I save that. And if I open up Creative Cloud, okay, it should have cloud documents. Okay, so if you open up your Creative Cloud, you should be able to see the graphics folder here, and then PSD and this is where you can delete. See, they won't let you delete on the interface itself. They only let you delete inside of the web version of Creative Cloud. So, like I said, I have one wallpaper here, and it's a PSD cloud document. So it's not just a PSD, it's also PSD-C for Photoshop Document Cloud. Okay. Now, when I save the next file, so let's minimize this for a second. We'll close that, and let's go in here and let's grab all the files. So from 2 to 30, hold Shift, right-click, and click on, let's see. Really? Well, let me open all of them. All right, I'll just do one at a time here. We'll do File, Save As, Save to Cloud, and we're going to make sure it's inside PSD, and we'll just save it. Then we'll grab 3, do the same thing, File, Save As, save to the cloud, save, and then 4, File, Save As, save cloud documents, and then 5. Okay, and let's do Control W to close these tabs out, and then keep going. So we'll do 6, Control Shift S, we'll do the same thing, and we'll save that, and then we'll do 7, Control Shift S, save the cloud documents. Number 8, Control Shift S, save the cloud documents. Control Shift S for 9. Okay, and then Control Shift S for 10. Okay. Now if I right click and refresh in the browser, now it's going to populate all the documents that we have in there. Okay, so if I do the list view, it hasn't synced up yet, but once it syncs up, it'll show all the documents in there. There you go. So now we have it. and we can organize it by name. So that's why I number it, so that way we can have one at the top, one at the bottom, and then one's in the middle. And then if you give this to your project manager, they can number it by what they like and what they don't like. So 1 would be their favorite, 10 would be the least favorite. Okay. Now, the other way you can do this nope, I guess that doesn't work. I was trying to see if I could just drag and drop it into the cloud. That did not work. So that's fine. I'll refresh the page here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing for the next 20. We're going to open up 11, do Control-Shift-S, save to Cloud Documents, and then we'll do 12, Control-Shift-S, save to Cloud Documents, Alt-Tab, 13, Control-Shift-S, save to Cloud Documents. Okay, then we'll do 14, Control-Shift-S, save to Cloud Documents, Control-Shift-S for 15. Okay, and then we'll Alt-Tab, go back, Control-Shift-S, save to Cloud Documents, Alt-Tab, 17, Control-Shift-S, save to Cloud Documents, Alt-Tab to go back, Control-Shift-S, save to Cloud Documents. Okay, 19, Control-Shift-S, save to Cloud Documents, Alt-Tab, 20, Control-Shift-S, save to Cloud Documents, hit save. Now what I want to do is I want to close out all these tabs. So we're going to hit Control-W until it closes them all. And then we're just going to go through 21 to 30 and finish up here. So I'm going to do Control-Shift-S, save to Cloud Documents. Okay, then we'll do this one, 22. It lets me. There we go. It's fighting me right now. No, it's not. Control-Shift-S, save to Cloud Documents. Okay, save to Cloud Documents. 25, Control-Shift-S, save to Cloud Documents. 26. There we go. And you'll notice, like I said before, when you save it to the cloud, it puts a little cloud icon next to the file and changes it to PSDC. That way you know it's a cloud file. So that's kind of cool. Control-W for all these. And then we'll go to 27, Control-Shift-S, save to Cloud Documents, Alt-Tab, 28, Control-Shift-S, save, Wallpaper 29, Control-Shift-S, save it, and then 30. Control-Shift-S, save to Cloud Documents, hit save, and then we'll do Control-W to close each tab, and then minimize that. And now we're going to go to the cloud and take a look at the files. So if I go into the assets.adobe.com and right-click and refresh, it should give us almost all the files. It hasn't synced up yet, so we still have 11 more to show up. So if I refresh this, okay, now we have 3 that we're missing. So if I refresh again, okay, I got 27. So let's go back to Photoshop and let's go to Cloud Documents, click on Graphics, Wallpapers, PSD, and you can see we have 30, okay, 29, 28, 27. And then, like I said, this is the cool thing about this is you can see the thumbnail of each file. So you don't need to do the same thing we did on the desktop if you don't need a JPEG. Because what this does too is if you give your project manager access to this, they can just scroll through and see each wallpaper that you design and say, okay, I like this one, I like that one, blah, blah, blah. And then you can create another folder and say, okay, final revisions or final decisions, and decide which ones you like. So let me right click and refresh this. Okay, so I can see up to 27. I'm going to close that out for a second. And I'm going to go to Creative Cloud, and we're going to go to right here where it says link to Creative Cloud Web. And we're going to do Cloud Documents. And that should refresh it to where it shows all of them. So I'll go to Graphics, Wallpapers, PSD. And there you go. So now we have all the files. And right now it's just sharing with you only. You can see when it was modified and the size. And then you have a whole bunch of options here. Get a link, rename, move, copy, delete, download. Okay. So the beautiful thing about having it on the cloud compared to the desktop is you're not going to lose the files on the cloud because Adobe backs it up. I'm not saying you'll lose it on the desktop either, but what I recommend doing is putting it on the cloud and also on your desktop. That way you have two copies. So there you go. So that's how we organize files on the cloud. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.